Hey everyone, welcome back to Fluent English Podcast, where we help you sound natural in everyday conversations. I'm Mark.
And I'm Jane. We're so happy you're here.
So Jane, I know you are happy for being here, but you look a bit worn out today. What happened to you?
Honestly, Mark, I'm exhausted. Yesterday was a long day with my students. There's a project deadline, and I spent my time answering the same 3 questions over and over, going from desk to desk.
That sounds exhausting. Teaching is hard work, even when people don't always realize it.
It really is. I love my students, but some days just take everything out of me.
Well, hopefully today's episode helps a little, because today's topic is talking about your day. Let's just slow down and walk through your day, start to finish. Sometimes talking it out makes it feel smaller somehow.
I hope so too. And before we start, if this is your first time here, please subscribe to Fluent English, and if you enjoy the lesson, a like really helps the channel grow.
Let's jump right in. From the very beginning. What time does your morning actually start?
My alarm goes off at 6:15, but I don't move right away.
What do you do instead? Just lie there?
Pretty much. I give myself a couple of minutes to think through what's coming that day, which classes, what I still need to prepare, that sort of thing. It stops me from feeling rushed the second I'm up.
That's actually smart. I usually just fall out of bed and panic for the first 10 minutes.
Once I'm actually up, I go wash my face, brush my teeth, and then jump straight in the cold shower.
Cold? On purpose? In the morning?
On purpose. It wakes me up faster than any coffee could. My sister thinks I'm insane for it.
But now we think you're insane. Honestly, I don't think I could survive that. What's next after the shower?
I get dressed, but nothing fancy. Just something comfortable, since I'm on my feet basically the whole day at school.
Makes sense. Comfort over style when you're moving around that much. And what do you usually eat in the morning?
Oatmeal with some fruit thrown in, and a big cup of tea. I try not to skip it even on the busiest days.
Good habit. A lot of people just run out the door with nothing.
I used to be one of those people, actually. But I noticed I'd get shaky by 10 a.m., so I forced myself to change that.
I guess you've learned your lesson from this. So once breakfast is done, what do?
I rinse the dishes, grab my bag, and head out. I take the bus, about 20 minutes.
Do you do anything on the ride or just sit there half asleep?
I usually flip through my notes for the day, or sometimes just stare out the window and let my brain wake up slowly.
Not a bad way to ease into things. Do you ever run late for the bus?
More often than I'd like to admit. There's this one driver who never waits the extra 10 seconds, and I swear he does it on purpose.
Every city has one of those drivers. So what's it like once you actually get to school?
Classes officially start at 8, but I go in a bit earlier to set up the room, check messages, that kind of thing.
How many classes do you usually have back to back?
3, most mornings, with barely a breath between them. That's honestly the busiest stretch of my whole day.
3 in a row sounds brutal, no offense.
None taken. It kind of is. Around 10:30, I get a short break though. 15 minutes, tea with the other teachers in the staff room.
What do you all even talk about in there?
Mostly how our classes went, sometimes weekend plans, occasionally just complaining together, which honestly helps more than you'd think.
That's probably the best 15 minutes of your whole day then.
Some days, absolutely. It's short, but it resets me enough to get through the second half of the morning.
Do the other teachers help each other out when things get hectic, like yesterday?
Definitely. One of them actually covered part of my last class yesterday when I completely lost my voice. I owe her a coffee.
I think she is very kind, and yes, you really owe her a coffee. Maybe for me, too. And when's lunch for you?
Oh, Mark, I promise next time I will buy a coffee for you. And my lunch is around 12:30, right after my last morning class ends.
So, I will wait. Anyway, what do you usually bring for lunch?
Leftovers most days, honestly. It's cheaper and I don't have to think about it in the morning. But on Fridays, I let myself grab something from the little cafe near the school.
But I think leftovers are also healthy. And sometimes you need a small reward for making it through the week.
Exactly that. It's become a bit of a ritual at this point.
And the afternoon, how does that usually go?
2 more classes after lunch. That's usually when the tiredness really hits, especially after a rough morning like yesterday.
Do your students notice when you're tired like that?
Sometimes, yeah. They're more perceptive than people give them credit for. A few of them actually asked if I was okay yesterday, which was sweet.
That's actually really nice, honestly.
It was. Small things like that make the exhausting days a bit easier.
What time are you finally done for the day?
Around 4, once the last class wraps up and I've packed everything away.
At least there's a clear finish line.
That's the one thing keeping me going through the afternoon, honestly.
So you get home, then what's the first thing you do?
I change out of my work clothes immediately. It's kind of my signal to myself that the day is officially over.
Does it actually help mentally?
Surprisingly, yes. Something about taking off the teacher clothes makes me feel like I can finally exhale.
Oh, I really felt it. And what happens after that?
I start thinking about dinner. Cooking actually helps me clear my head, weirdly enough, even on the most tiring days.
What's usually on the menu?
Nothing complicated. Stir-fried vegetables and rice, or just soup if I'm really wiped out and don't want to think too hard.
Sounds like exactly what you'd need after a day like yesterday.
It really was. I actually made soup last night, and just sitting there stirring the pot felt oddly therapeutic.
After dinner, how do you spend the rest of your evening?
Reading, mostly, or calling a friend just to talk about nothing important for a while.
These sound very relaxing activities, but what about exercise?
I take walks when the weather's decent. It does more for my mood than anything else, honestly, especially after a day like today.
Makes sense. Fresh air probably helps more than people realize.
It really does. Some evenings, that walk is the only quiet time I get.
Do you have a set routine for your evenings, or does it change a lot?
It changes depending on the day. Wednesdays, I have a book club that meets online, and some Fridays I meet a friend for coffee. Otherwise, it's pretty flexible.
So, right before bed, what's you do?
I'm brushing my teeth, set my alarm, then a few pages of a book before the lights go off.
Not scrolling on your phone like the rest of us?
No, screens right before sleep never sit well with me. A book puts me to sleep way faster.
This is very healthy, but terrible for me because I can't imagine going to bed without looking at my phone first.
So you need to work on it.
Yeah, but I am not ready for it. So, Jane, what time do you actually fall asleep usually?
Around 11:30 on a normal night. Tonight, though, probably earlier. I think I've earned it after this week.
You definitely have. And what about weekends? Is it completely different?
Completely. No alarm, a proper breakfast instead of a rushed one, and honestly, a lot more silence, which I think I need more than I realize during the week.
That sounds like exactly the kind of reset a week like this one calls for. And big thanks to you for sharing your day with us.
This is a pleasure to me, but now it's time for my favorite part.
Oh, I almost forgot. Now it's time for Word Walk, a few expressions from today's chat that you can start using yourself.
Let me start first. So, first one is wiped out. It means extremely tired. I was completely wiped out after work yesterday.
Next up, staff room, the room at a school where teachers take breaks and hang out between classes.
Then there's get dressed, simply putting your clothes on for the day, usually right after a shower.
Fourth one, clear your head, doing something like walking or cooking that helps you stop thinking about stress for a while.
Fifth, run late, to be behind schedule. I ran late for the bus again this morning.
Sixth, therapeutic, something that makes you feel calmer or better, even in a small way. Stirring the soup felt oddly therapeutic.
And last, wrap up, to finish something. I wrapped up my last class around 4.
So let's review. Wiped out, staff room, get dressed, clear your head, run late, therapeutic, wrap up.
Try dropping 1 or 2 of those into a sentence about your own day today, even just in your head.
Thanks so much for listening today, everyone. If you enjoyed this one, subscribe to Fluent English so you don't miss the next episode.
Yes, if you enjoyed this beginner-friendly episode, hit that subscribe button, like this video. You've been listening to the Fluent English Podcast.
And see you in the next episode. Goodbye, everyone.